Hello everybody, Mitzi Cruz here, host of Lincoln Live. Today I am so excited to be here live with Amanda Seidel with Chalk of the Town. And we are excited to learn more about this awesome local business. First of all, Amanda, I want to thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
So I'm 30 years old. I've been living in Lincoln for about 7 years now. I'm a mom to 2 little girls. And I'm married. My husband works in law enforcement, and so I get to stay home and work here doing this on the side as well as parenting, and I love it so far, and I'm excited to share it with more people today.
That's really exciting. I love the fact that you found something that you can really tailor to your situation, your family, and get to really experience the best of both worlds there.
Yeah, it's worked out really good so far. I'll be the first to admit that I wasn't sure that there was a place for it, but it's been really well received, and I'm so blessed by that and so grateful, and it's been great.
So a couple things. So the name of your business is Chalk of the Town?
So it's named Chalk of the Town. I started it with the intention of mostly doing chalk art.
Okay.
And there's really not as much of a niche for that.
Sure.
As there is for wood signs. So I started getting a lot of people asking, well, can you make me something to hang in my house, or can I do it on wood? And it really shifted. I probably do 90% wood signs now and maybe 10% chalk, but I still do both. And I got the name by hosting I took input from all of my friends and relatives, and I got down to 2 different ideas and let them vote, and that's the one that won.
You know, that's always just a really awesome situation to be able to incorporate people that support you, care about you, and want to see your business thrive. So that's really cool.
Yeah, I didn't plan on doing this, and I probably wouldn't have if I didn't have outside support. My mom's been telling me for years to maybe try to pursue it as a side hustle when I was working, and now that I'm not, I decided to pick it up, and it's been awesome.
So talk to us about what it is that you do, and maybe show us some of the pieces that you've created.
Okay, so I primarily do custom order work. So unfortunately, a lot of people contact me and say, well, do you have this in stock? I don't, and the reason that I don't typically keep a stock on hand is because I allow people to change the size or change the color or change the font and make it exactly how they want it for their home. So a lot of the signs that I sell are white wood painted signs or stained signs, as you can see behind me. Everything here is drawn completely by hand. I don't use stencils or stickers.
Wow. I
sand them, paint them, stain them, draw them, paint them, and then seal them all myself. So every piece is a total work of love. I don't outsource any of it, except for maybe to my husband on a really busy day. He'll cut some stuff for me, but everything takes time, and I put effort into it, and I have a little bit of perfectionism in me, so they all take a little extra time, which can cause wait times for people, but so far everybody's been really okay with that, and it's been well received, and I'm happy to do it. Right now I'm doing a lot of Christmas stuff.
Sure.
So we've got a few back here that are really Christmassy. Let me see, I'm gonna move this one so it doesn't fall down.
That's really cute. I can't wait to share that piece with you guys.
Yeah, that one is one of my favorites. So this wonderful client of mine allowed me to keep these today for the interview. But she got to message me, pick the size that she wanted, because the one that she found online was too big, and she got to downsize it. She got to pick the frame color, and then it'll come ready to hang for her to put up today, and it should last forever. They're all just really different, which I love too. I rarely get somebody that comes to me and orders the same thing, unless if I post it, I might get a couple that trickle in, but almost everybody else picks something different, which is why it's fun and it keeps it fresh, and
right.
It's easy to stay into it that way.
And that makes a lot of sense. So somebody like me, I've got a lot of teals and turquoise colors and things like that in my home. So when it comes to decorating for Christmas, all the traditional red and green kind of clashes. So, I've got
more like the pinks and the teal colors that my kids like.
Right. So to be able to incorporate that, but to have something locally created where I'm supporting a local business, and then in turn, all that money trickles back into our local economy. It's a win-win.
Yeah, we live here in Lincoln and we've loved it so far. And when you shop here through me, all of that money goes back into Lincoln. We rarely ever cruise outside of Lincoln for anything, except if we really have to go to Sam's Club.
Sure.
But everything else, we like to eat local, we like to shop local, and I'm really lucky that other people like to do that as well, because that's how we get by. And
that's right.
I love it.
So walk us through the process from the time somebody actually submits an order, which is through Facebook, correct?
Yes, right now I'm only taking orders through Facebook and Instagram. I don't have a website yet. I'm not on Etsy. So everything has been pretty locally sourced, which has been great, because then I don't have to ship as much and people can come pick it up, and it's more on a friendlier terms and kind of neighborly, which I like. So typically people can just send me a message saying, hey, this is what I want, or can you help me, or whatever they would like to know, pricing, sizing, different customization options. And then I take their contact information, we sort out payment that works for them, whether it be an invoice or Venmo or whatever is convenient for people, and then I contact them when it's ready to pick up, and that's it. It's just easy, and I think it's easy. Hopefully they think it's easy. And it's worked good so far.
So, say for example, I order one of these pieces that has the hooks, and I want that for my front entryway, and I say, okay, this is the size I want, and this and all. So what do you do? So where does your wood come from? What does that whole process kind of look like?
Right now, I currently kind of just pick up supplies as I need them. So Home Depot or Lowe's, or I've found the places that's cheaper for certain things, like the rounds, or for the wood paneling, or for the larger pieces. So if you were to place an order today for one of those, I would take the wood. I have a shop in my garage. I would cut it, sand it, stain it. Typically they have to dry for a couple of days if it's stained, which adds processing time. And then you would be able to pick your font color, your amount of hooks, which would dictate the size. So it can all be changed. So if you were a family of 6 and needed 6 stockings, or if it's just you and your husband and a dog, or you can change it, which is what I really like about it, because everything is for everyone.
Right. So in addition to signs, do you make any other custom pieces?
So pretty much anything that you can write on, I will write on for you.
Gotcha.
I think the craziest thing that I wrote on this year was a saw. I had a lady that wanted me to paint a message on a hand saw for her husband. It was like 26 inches long, and I only pricked my finger once. It was good. But yeah, I do signs. I've done a little bit of string art, which we'll show you later. I do a lot of chalk. I've done wedding stuff, so I've done it on mirrors, or I've done it on acrylic, or wood signs, just anything that anybody wants done, I will draw on it. And then at Christmas time, I also do Christmas ornaments.
Oh.
So those are always fun every year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you do like those large welcome signs for outside of the entryway area?
Yes, I've done a few of those, like the real tall ones. I've done ones like that for the holidays that are two-sided. I've done ones that say, please take your shoes off, I have a baby, or lots of no soliciting signs. We love those here in Lincoln because we get lots of people that knock.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty much anything that you want, all you have to do is ask.
Well, and I love that because really you can tailor a custom gift to really any need, you know, from somebody, you know, moving into a new home to getting married to, you know, baby shower gift with the size chart, right?
Yeah.
Really, I mean, the sky's the limit, you know, anything, if you can imagine it, you know, that Amanda can make it for you. So that's just really cool.
Yep. If you ask, I will try. And so far I don't think I've had to turn anybody away because I couldn't do it. So it might take me a minute, but I'll get there.
So you said your turn time, and I won't hold you to it because Christmas and all of those things, but typically your turn time would be what, about a week? Or
typically my turnaround time is about 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay.
My husband works really long days and is pretty much gone half of the week, and he's in school, so he's really not around to help me very much. So between the 2 kids and running a business, I allow a lot of leeway time because if we get sick or it throws everything off. So it's kind of a long wait time, especially right now. I did say already that I was done taking orders for Christmas. However, I have decided to hire on some help this week. So if anybody wants to place orders, I'll be able to take a few more this week. But yeah, typically it's at least 2 weeks. If it's the last minute order, and I have time, I'll try to expedite things if I can, but I can't make promises.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, and that, you know, that's good. You always want to under promise, over deliver, right?
Right.
So, yeah, and you still have to work your life. So no, that makes a lot of sense. So do you ever have people that request signs that you kind of hide from the kids because you don't want them to read them? Or
Thankfully, my kids are little still, so my daughter is just learning to read in kindergarten.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, I made one sign that was a key hanger, and I don't know if I can say it on here, but it said "Be Keys" on it, and instead of "Be Please." And,
okay, I get it.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I know, I don't want to
no, it's okay.
lay it out there, but I'm kind of smart mouthy like that, so it's something that I would say to be funny, but it's definitely not something that I can hang up with my kids.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's funny because, you know, going into, you know, just really delving into different people's personalities, and
I've had some that are kind of like a little more crude.
Sure.
And hilariously enough, those are the ones that people always like.
Right.
I had one that said, "Please don't do coke in my bathroom," and it's painted with flowers. It looks like a little old lady made it, and people loved it. I don't know why, but they did. And yeah, so there's something for everybody.
Right. Little gag. Yeah. So one of the things that I was really curious to know is if you ever look for pieces, maybe like if somebody had some old farmwood, fence posts, things like that, are those things that you're ever in search of, or you more try to keep it tailored to just fit more finished wood? Or
generally, yeah, I use more finished product because it's all hand done, so the smoother the surface for me, the better, the straighter the lines.
Sure.
And I've done a couple of pieces on some upcycled wood, and it's just a little bit harder. Sometimes it's more absorbent, so it's takes the paint with it and seeps a little bit, or so it's just easier for me to work with a newer product and then make sure there's no issues with it for the client, because then it won't fall apart if you try and hang it, or anything like that. So mostly new.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, so I love this piece here. That is just adorable and would look so cute.
One.
Yeah, like in a nursery or...
The first one that I made...
Oh, my goodness.
I made for my really sweet nephew, Otis, who my brother-in-law was like, he should get a shout-out. So there you go. And, yeah, I did make one for his nursery when he was born in June. But it's one of my favorites. It's so sweet, and I love the lights in it, and they're really fun.
It's beautiful. And what would something like this run?
So the string art is really, really time consuming.
Sure.
Between staining it, painting it, and then you have to put in every single nail, and then you have to string all the nails. It takes a really long time. So this one sells for $60. And then the one without, we have one without lights, and it sells for $55, just basically less the cost of the lights.
Sure.
Because it just takes as long. But yeah, the string art ones do take longer. I haven't dove into offering them full time just because they take so much time, but they're fun little trickles of them here and there.
You know, I think it's worth every penny, for sure. And I don't think that's a bad price at all, because just, you know, I'm somebody that spends a lot of time on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
And just really seeing even pieces that aren't custom, you know, what those are selling for and things like that. I mean, this is... it's a keepsake. It's something that, you know, you're going to want to hang on to for forever.
Yeah, they're really fun. And like I said, I really put the time into everything that people buy, and I hope that they see that. It's not just, if they see the price and maybe disagree with it, it's not because I'm trying to be greedy. It's because I really take the time to make it exactly what you want.
Yeah.
And that's what makes me different. You're not going to get something that's stenciled that everybody else gets. You're going to get something made especially for you.
Yeah, well, I think you're extremely competitive. That's yeah, that's wonderful. So, you know, we do like to open the conversation up to the audience. I know that there's a lot of people watching that have questions as well. So, what questions and comments do we have?
We have a lot of people watching, a lot of people that have shopped with you before, and they're like, your signs are so cute, we love your work. And then, yeah, people asking if they can get some orders in for Christmas. I know you talked about it a little bit.
Yes, if you would like to place an order, you can go ahead and head over to my Facebook page, Chalk of the Town. On Facebook, I think it's facebook.com/chalkofthetown.usa. And you can message me there, browse through photos to see what else I've made or what else I can offer. I will admit that I probably won't be able to help a lot with larger signs before Christmas. I mean, we're 2 weeks out, and
right,
and they take me a while. Like this big one back here took me a couple of weeks to finish up. This bed and breakfast one.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. I'll have to get it out for you.
Yeah, there you go. I don't want to pull down that.
But you can always shop ahead for next Christmas because yes. But anything this large I won't be able to help with before Christmas, but I'd love to take your order for after Christmas.
You know, I think about those signs too that people create when they're announcing a new pregnancy and things like that. Have you made any of those?
I did. Last year I actually got to do 3 baby announcements at Christmas time, and this year I haven't done any, which is kind of sad because I love them. But yeah, I got to do a few last year, and I've done some different ones for people throughout the year or so that I've been in business. And yeah, anything that you want written. I've done signage for shops. On like cardstock. I got into this doing birthday milestone chalkboards. So I offer those. They're great for baby showers or for birthday parties or wedding showers or any event signage you could want. Mm-hmm. So yeah, really, really anything. Like, just ask anything.
Awesome. So, so I also wanted to talk about the raffle, but before we kind of segue into that, is there anything that we haven't discussed that you wanted to really just make people aware of? Or
I don't think so. I just want to say thank you, really. I've been so well received, and I've only been doing this for just over a year, and I dove into it just not expecting much, and it's kept me busy all year. After Christmas last year, I was like, oh, nobody buys anything in January. I'll have nothing to do. And I was so busy, and it hasn't stopped all year, and I'm so grateful. And I would just tell people to if you want to support a small business, whether it be mine, yours, or anybody else's, just to keep telling people about it, because the only reason that I'm successful is because people share my page or my information with other people, and on mom groups or on your town Facebook page or on a yard sale site or anybody that's doing Christmas shopping. If you just hit like or hit share, it makes such a big difference for little people like me that can't pay to market or advertise. Just that one like can show the page to 300 more people, and it makes a huge difference.
Yeah, no, that's it's incredible. So you guys know how this works. As far as the raffle is concerned, you're going to want to share this video by noon tomorrow. Comment shared in the comments below, and then you'll be entered into this week's raffle. And would you like to tell everybody about the raffle?
Sure. This week, I'm raffling off a customized 12 by 12 sign. So let me see. I have one back here that's
Buried.
about that size. Yeah, and then all the other fun things. So you will be able to order a 12 by 12 sign like this one with whatever you would like on it.
Awesome. So I know we're going to have a lot of shares. I know you have been getting tons of love, and I just think it's really cool. This is the first business of this kind that we've had the pleasure of showcasing here on Lincoln Live, and I'm really excited to work with you to take care of some of. I've got a big wall in my house. As you first walk in, there's those zigzag stairs, and then it's a big exposed wall. And I really want to do like those. What are they? The Scrabble tiles.
Oh yeah.
So I saw that on Etsy, and I think it's so stinking cute. But so we have 9 children between us, my husband and me. So I'm gonna, get the tiles for all the kids. But I'm gonna need a lot of signs to go, in the spaces. So anyway, that'll be a fun project, and I'll post a picture later when that's all completed. But anyway, I appreciate everything that you do, and also your husband, with law enforcement, everything. And
thank you.
And I appreciate you guys, and thank you all for watching, and look forward to seeing your shares.
Thank you.